Welcome to our Somatic series. Thank you, Sarah, for coming to be a demo. We are today looking at the psoas muscle. So the psoas muscle, if you imagine they're deep muscles from the spine, they come down the back of the spine, just from under the thing, in through the pelvis, and they attach to the top of the legs. And they're very popular muscle group to talk about in yoga classes. As with all of our muscles, the psoas is very much involved in anything that involves connecting the spine. So they're literally coming from sort of mid-spine, down the inside of the spine, through the pelvis, and to the top of the leg. So as you can imagine, anything that involves connecting the lower limbs to the torso is involved in the psoas. So be that walking, sitting, jumping, pretty much squatting, anything. We're going to do it with a... we call these Gertie balls. Some now physios are using them and Pilates use them all the time. So, but we want it quite deflated.
That's so cool. When I went into my child's pose, it felt like this arm was like way farther ahead.
It was, and your whole... So it's going to be very deflated, almost like you think there's not enough air in it to do anything. So it's quite flat. In fact, that might be even too much, but we'll try it out. What you're going to do is you are going to lie down on your belly. And then Sarah hasn't done this before, so she's no idea what she's doing. We'll just go with it. So then you're going to take the ball and place it in at the tops of your legs. So at the top of the leg, and it's going to be sort of the groin, top of the leg, and sticking out. So pop that in. And you should almost feel like you're on the ground. Yeah? How does that feel?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? And
Is it in the right place?
That might even be a little bit, down again. That might be a little bit too high, believe it or not. So let me... Because I want it to really access into that. And then you fiddle with it there and see how's that? Right, so, sorry, Sarah,
no
right
worries.
into the groin area. Okay?
Yep.
So now all you're going to do is bend up the leg so that your knee is bent. Perfect. And that's it. So your knee is on the ground and that's you sorted. Are you comfortable there?
Yep, very.
Okay. So from there, just make little circles with the foot. And with the knee. But really what we're looking at, so she's thinking she's making little circles with her foot, making little circles with her knee, but really where we're looking at the circles happening is in here at the pelvis. Can you feel a little bit, almost like a little massage maybe?
Yeah, it's lovely.
And then go in the other direction. Nice. And then even from that, just come up off the ball and have a little stand. On your way up, you can see passing through all fours. Do you notice a difference? Actually, I should have got you to check it when you were lying down.
No, I do.
Yeah? Do you want to, sorry, I should have checked you when you were lying down. Do you want to lie down again and just check? When I take the ball out, do you feel a difference? Can you feel a difference on one side?
Yeah, this feels way more released down to the ground, way more, yeah.
And like
grounded.
from, if you look at her glutes are even released, the hamstrings are released. So we're focusing on the psoas, which is coming from sort of this point the whole way down to the inside of the leg through the pelvis, but it actually has an impact the whole way around. So sorry, I stopped you on your way up to all fours.
Yeah, way lighter on this side.
Okay, and then come to standing and see what the difference is in standing.
Yeah, I feel more grounded. That leg feels longer almost.
Longer. And that's like, what was that, 30 seconds? You want to come back down and we'll do a little bit more on the same side. Let's just do a little bit more on the same side. Now the difficulty here really is thinking that the ball is too flat. It pretty much can't be too flat. And then placing it. So I'll give you that to find its place. The place is in at the groin, in at the top of the leg where the leg hinges and right in towards the groin. So if you think of it, it's where the psoas is making that traveling from the pelvis out into the leg. And then one more time, bend up the knee. And this time, again, so if you can imagine that imagine now, this time you're going to visualize the psoas, sort of coming from here down through at that ball, at where the ball is down. So as you make your circles, See, can you almost feel like you're sending your knee away. You're sending your knee long. How's that working for you?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Different to the last time?
Yeah, definitely. I don't exactly know why though.
Yeah. Well, the circles you're making actually are quite different. But it's not so much about the circles that can do whatever it wants. It's really what's happening at the hip, which is what's kind of key. And then reverse your directions. I love the body. It's so cool. Our bodies are just so cool. And then again, just pause. Was it easier to picture your knees going away in one direction than the other direction?
Yeah.
The first direction easier.
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't look like you were even remembering to send it away in the second direction. Cool. And then again, pop out the ball. And have a little wriggle, have a little melt. Give yourself that moment of melt. How was that?
Yeah, I feel completely like relaxed down. I can even feel my toes pointing inwards. It's so relaxed on this side.
And what about here in your lower back? Do you feel any difference?
A lot of release in my low back. Yeah.
And Sarah is someone that likes to hold tension in her lower back. She likes to make her lower back do a lot of work. But I can even see from here the difference in even just if I put my hand on you, so you can feel the difference in the tone of your muscle.
Yeah.
Under this side versus this side is much more like metal string. It's much tighter.
Yeah.
Much more much just more tense, really.
Yeah.
I would describe it as it actually reminds me of a steel string, that hold up things. Brilliant. And come back into pose your child or something to that effect and see how that is. Pass through all fours. Have a little wriggle if you want to do a cat-cow, anything that you want to do.
Oh my God, the difference. That's crazy.
What I love about this is that it feels like you're doing nothing.
Yeah.
And it has such an impact in 30 seconds.
This arm
She's
even feels
completely,
longer.
if you can see it from where I'm seeing, her whole body is asymmetric. It's off alignment. It's that is so cool. Listen, have some fun with it. Get yourself a little ball and enjoy.
That's so cool. When I went into my child's pose, it felt like this arm was way farther ahead.
It was, and your whole, because this side of your body was so dipped down.
Long,
long, exactly.
Yeah.
So you actually had to twist to,
oh my God.